Alright guys, so we have the new imaginary round versus Mahito today, and to be honest, I was actually planning to make a video on this because I saw Max already created like three different strategy for this EX2 stage, which kind of like covered all the possibilities out there because he created one for Domain Megumi, one for Domain Megumi plus SSR Yaga, and another one without using either of them. So, it kind of covered all the possibility out there. So I wasn't really sure whether there's even any point of me making a guide on this anymore. If you don't know who Max is, he's another amazing content creator. He creates really good free-to-play strategies, by the way. I'll link his YouTube channel in the video description below, and you can go and check out his channel. Um, but having said all of that, I still decided to make a video today, kind of making a tribute to another Japanese content creator because I saw a strategy that he posted back in the JP version, and it was a really, really neat strategy which kind of evolves using Team Gojo to ult 4 times in this battle, which I thought was like really, really clever. And it also has the added advantage of allowing you to beat the stage in 16 turns in order to get this last reward from the mission. And you don't even need to use like incomplete domain Megumi or SSR Yaga to do that. So that's kind of why I just want to showcase this strategy as a like paying tribute to him. And also obviously if you guys actually need this bit of extra help to beat it within 16 turns to get that last bit reward, then hopefully this video can help you guys. Okay, I will obviously be linking his original video in the description below. um I'm not sure whether you guys would be actually able to follow his video exactly because I was trying the same strategy as him, and my Gojo was dupe 2 with all of the skill levels like almost maxed out, and I feel like I was quite like the damage output seems to be pretty tight. However, if you actually check out his video, his original video, he meant to do it with I think Team Gojo only duped 0, and I don't even think that his ultimate attack was maxed out. So I was like really, really surprised that he could actually beat it within 16 turns using the level he has. So maybe he just like had incredible RNG to do so. But from what I tested, definitely if your Team Gojo's dupe 1 or dupe 2, I think you should definitely be able to do it if your skill levels are actually maxed out. Not so sure about 0 dupe. I mean, he managed to do it, but it feels like very RNG heavy from the way he done it, like required loads of different crits, etc. Okay, so in terms of this strategy, I can already mentioned at the start. The idea is that you will be using his Tingo's ultimate attack 4 times in this battle, and that's kind of why you have both this unity and also this recollection, which is able to give extra ultimate gauge, etc. And then you would also want to play Toge in order to actually make sure that you are able to increase your ultimate gauge as soon as possible. Now, because you're playing Toge and Toge kind of like sacrifice his own HP, that's kind of why you need this reflection on him. And then you also want another AoE reflection in order to top up anyone else's HP. Because this enemy boss have a very annoying instant death game mechanic where it can what did I say? It can basically cause you to withdraw from battle if your HP falls below a certain value. Um, in terms of what exactly that value is, I'm not too sure. I have seen different scenarios. I definitely feel like if it's less than 1.2k, it's 100% gonna die, like no matter what if it hits you. So you definitely do not want any HP to be less than 1.2k. But I have also seen cases where my character withdraw from the battle at 1.6k if the enemy actually hit you twice, and I think it's partially down to the fact that when Toge uses his damage reduction, it's actually 2 times in 2 turns. So depending on how often the enemy actually hit you consecutively, for example, if they hit you twice in the same turn, then even if you have like 1.6k HP, you will still instantly die as well. So for me, I try to keep my HP as high as possible. If it's below kind of like 1.4, I will almost definitely try to heal in order to make sure they are almost close to full HP again. You just kind of need to play around with that, and there's a bit of RNG, like I said. If the enemy actually decide to like target the same character twice in a row, like unless you are literally at full HP, otherwise it's very unlikely you'll be able to survive from that. So there's definitely that bit of RNG element. Okay, now. Um, The idea with this strategy, like I said, is that you want to ult 4 times. However, there is actually a bit of a tricky timing that you have to do, which is that you want to make sure you wipe out the first HP bar of the boss by turn 6. And the reason why turn 6 is very important, you don't want to do it too early and you definitely don't want to do it too late. And the reason is you kind of need to do it in between the cooldown period between Unity and also this reflection in excellent shape. Now this one have a cooldown of 4 turns, so that basically means I can activate this again on turn 5. And the reason why you kind of want this to happen is that as soon as the enemy enter the second phase, he's going to summon 3 minions, which is going to be very, very annoying. First of all, they do damage, and second of all, they also give the boss extra advantage like buff and debuff, etc. So you really want to kill them off straight away, and you definitely need your ultimate attack to be charged up so that your Team Gojo is able to do an AoE ult in order to actually wipe out those mob enemies next to the boss. So that's kind of why it's very important that you have to make sure your ultimates charge up at the start of the second wave. And the way you want to do this is obviously you have to wait for this to actually be out of the cooldown so you can actually activate it. So that's kind of why I say you kind of want to make sure you enter the second phase on turn 6 or turn 7. So that's basically kind of like a hard requirement. And then as a result, depending on how strong your Team Gojo is, you actually need to manipulate around in terms of the different skills that you want to use. Now, in the original video by that Japanese content creator, because his Gojo was only dupe 0, what he was able to do is that he was able to use skill 2 3 times in a row, and then do a combo attack ult with Kaito on turn 4. Now, however, for me, for example, my Team Gojo is already dupe 2, so I can already do a lot higher damage output, so I can't actually afford to use my skill to buff myself up 3 times. Otherwise, I'll just kill off the enemy straight away, and that wouldn't allow me to charge up my ult again at the start of wave 2, which is kind of what I need. So that's kind of why you'll see me using the combo ultimate attack after just twice 2 stacks of his skill 2. So I'll be using his first ult on turn 3, and that's something you kind of need to play around depending on what skill level is your Team Gojo, and also kind of how many dupes there he is as well. And obviously, like if your Team Gojo is even stronger than mine, for example, more than 2 dupes, then what you may actually have to end up to do is either only use your skill 2 once, or maybe you won't do a combo attack with Kaito, you just use Team Gojo to ult by himself, and therefore you kind of have one less buff from Kaito, and hopefully that would ensure you're able to bring the enemy almost to be killed off, but not quite, and then therefore allowing you to use his recollection again in order to charge up his ultimate attack in time for phase 2. So that's basically what you want to do. Now, as soon as phase 2 starts, like I said, you want to use his ultimate attack in order to wipe out all of the mobs. And then what you want to do is basically whenever Unity is available and whenever this recollection is available, you just want to activate them as soon as possible. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And then for Toge, as soon as it comes into phase 2, what you want to do is you want to just literally spam skill 2 non-stop. You want to use that pretty much every single turn. And as a result, in the first phase, what you actually want to do with Toge is you actually want to conserve some of his skill 2 if possible. Now, because you do have Kaito using skill 3 to give a lot of curse energy to Toge, you shouldn't really have any trouble in the second half of the battle in order to actually use his skill 2 every single turn. So that's just something you want to bear in mind as well. Okay, so you literally will just be spamming his skill 2 non-stop. Now, eventually what's going to happen is that you will be able to charge up Team Gojo's ult for the 3rd time while Mahito is still within domain, which is absolutely fine. You won't be able to do too much damage because the enemy have his domain expansion, so a huge damage reduction, etc. And then the next thing you're going to see doing afterwards is that you will see Yaga have his ultimate attack charge up, and it's very important that you want to use Yaga's ultimate attack to hit the enemy, because this will actually give them a debuff, and debuff is very important in this battle because once again you can't allow the enemy to get your HP too low. So as soon as you have that debuff available, just activate it. Now, once you have activated this ultimate attack from Yaga, this is where you now need to take take a count to see, because when you have actually activated this, what this is going to happen is that it's going to break up your stacking of skill 2, right? Because you have to use this ultimate attack. So from that point onwards, what you have to do is you have to count 4 turns, and that is going to be exactly when you do the last attack from Team Gojo. You definitely don't want to do it too early, because if you do it too early, then your Yaga wouldn't be able to stack up 4 stacks above, and then you probably will just be wasting your ultimate attack, because it won't be enough to actually kill off the enemy. So that's kind of why I think for me, I use the ultimate attack on my Yaga on 10-11, and what that basically means is I'll have to start buffing and stacking up his skill 2 on 10-12, 10-13, 10-14, and 10-15. And that's kind of why you see me only ulting on my Team Gojo on 10-15, even though his ultimate was already charged up before that. However, I'll definitely wait until 10-15 while I'm actually able to get all of the stacks available before actually using that in order to maximize my damage output.
へえ、面白そうだね。
相手の動きを観察しろ。
俺のターンってな。今度
授業を始めよう。
後ろは任せてください。これが無限。防げ。おにゃ。
相手の動きを観察しろ。
しっかり手加減してや。鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
防げ。はっと。ほらほら。今なら俺で覚悟す。鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
主連素術。基準点出力最大。青。すごい。オッケー。ねじれろ。
相手の隙を。
手加減し。鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
よっと。ねじれろ。
相手の隙を見。
しっかりしろ。俺のターンってな。鮭。
授業を始めよう。
皆様前に集中を。これが無限。防げ。
さて
集中するんだ。俺のターンってな。鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
後ろは任せてください。防げ。ほらよ。
さて
今なら俺覚悟しとけ。鮭。主連素術。
行くぞ総力戦だ。払い切る。遅れるな。
基準点出力最大。青。行くぞ鮭。領域変化自閉円頓化。おにゃ。
相手の動きを観察しろ。
俺のターンってな。鮭。
では教育の時間だ。
これが無限。防げ。あっ。おにゃ。ちょっといじっちゃおうか。
相手の
しっかりしろ。手加減してやらめえ。今度
授業を始めよう。
後ろは任せてください。これが無限。防げ。無意転
最善。
変。今なら俺でも。覚悟しとけ。鮭。
授業を始めよう。
主連素術。術基準点出力最大。青。オッケー。防 防げおりゃ
さて
集中俺のターン鮭これが無限防げ
行くぞ総力戦だこれで払い切る
おりゃ無意転
最善の一手を
しっかりしろ手加減してやらん鮭
授業を始めよう
皆様前に集中をこれが無限防げ無意転
最善の
今なら俺でも手加減してやらねえぞ鮭
授業を始めよう
これが無限防げはっおりゃ
最善の一手を常に考えろ
今なら俺でも覚悟しとけ鮭
授業を始めよう
これが無限防げはっ
さて準備
今なら俺でも覚悟しとけ鮭主連素術
行くぞ総力戦だこれで払い切る
落ち着け
遅れるな
術式重点出力最大青
最後まで気は抜くな
外れ
痛いな
行くぞ鮭俺の勝ち